Okay, there we go. Now it's just got to let the coals go for a while and see how it looks in about 10 minutes or so, and then we're gonna cook his bow. Okay, so here we are with Chris. He's gonna put it on the jig, put it on the screw, and put it on the screw. We'll work on lowering it down. Okay. Good, good. We're gonna drop it a little lower, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna add more coals on the ends, and we're gonna leave very little coals in the middle.
A little lower, Joe?
Well, hang on. Let's see what we got by the riser, because that's important right now. Okay, we can drop it down an inch. So drop it down about an inch more, down to the next screw. See how it looks. Okay. Good, good, good. Let's see what we got. Okay, so these here we can knock down. We got like our 4 inches from the riser, and then these here we got 4 and we got 8. So what we're going to do now is these are all fine, and what we're going to do is just add more coals on the end and build it up. Because what I was doing was I was doing half at a time, and it takes 6 hours.
Okay.
But if you just build it up and let it cook. Oh, we have the, what we do is we put the coals right behind here, so we can walk right behind and just throw them in where it needs to be. So that's it for now. It's going to go for, we're going to check it every half hour. Okay, we added coals on the ends. It's pretty even now. And once they catch, it'll stop smoking. But we're going to check it in a half hour. It's the start time now is 10:30. 10:30 start time. Okay, we've been going for only about 15 minutes, but just to show you, you have to watch the riser. You can see the riser's cooking a little bit more, and it's starting to brown. Nice. Okay, we're going to go just a little higher than we've been. And in the middle, we have a stick. You always keep the stick with us. That's an important tool. And we're going to just knock the coals around, maybe make them lower, but we're going to leave a couple of coals there right where the middle is. All right, so just keep an eye on it. That's all. And what we were doing, we're going to put it up 1 more screw higher. And low and slow for cooking. And you got time. You got to have time available when you do this. Okay, go down more. More. Go down 1 more on this side too.
1 more?
Yep. We had it down on this one, but now we're going to go here. Okay, so that's it. And now we're going to just watch and keep an eye on it. It's going to take some time. Okay, he's going to check the clamps, see if they turn a little bit. They are, right? They're loose? Yeah, they loosen up. It's been cooking for 45 minutes now, and the clamps are loose. It's a couple of turns on each one. The wood's shrinking, the moisture's coming out, it's tightening up. Good. 45 minutes and we got it up on the top screw here so we can look at the bottom. The belly faces your belly, that's what we're looking at. Oh, look how nice the color is. It's really got a nice color to it. Coming along real good, okay? So it's been only 45 minutes. So we got an hour and 15 minutes to go. And now all we're doing is, all Chris doing is just knocking some ashes off of the coals. And then what we could do is always just take a couple of coals and throw them on top to keep it going. But the idea is if you knock some of this ash off, they won't suffocate and they'll keep the heat going nice and even. Okay, and we got Chris adding some coals on. And look who we got over here shooting. We got Jack Monty over here with his self bow that he took bear hunting. He didn't have the opportunity, but let's see. That is incredible shooting. Look at that group he's got. That's 25 yards to that target.
30 or so. I don't know.
25. Nice. Say hello, Jack.
Hey, Joe. Thank you. Still kicking butt with this thing.
Good. Looks good, man. Good.
Yeah, so I was hoping to get a bear with this bow up in Maine. The guides got me on a monster bear I just couldn't get the shot off. And it was more for ethical reasons. I didn't want to hit a branch that was, this is my fault. I should have cleared out what I needed to clear out. And I didn't do it. I was all excited about the bear hunt. I didn't take the shot, cleared out the area that I wanted the shot to be in. And unfortunately, the bear never came back. Big bear, big bear.
It's always next year, man.
It'll be bigger.
Okay, Chris just put it up. There's Jack. We're looking at this here. It looks real good. Let's look. See how nice it is? It's cooked beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It's been 2 hours now. So we're going to say it's done. With the exception, we're going to angle it down so we can heat these ends. But look how beautiful it came out. It really has an awesome cover. It's not scorched or nothing. Beautiful. Great job.
It's a thick beam. So you're probably going to want to cook it a little bit more, I'm thinking.
Yeah, we're going to definitely do the ends.
It's really thick.
All right. So
I'll focus more on the end here.
yeah. Now what we may have to do is
avoid flare up.
Well, yeah, we got that.
That's going to be too low. Maybe.
That'll be too low. Bring it up a little bit. All right, and we can make the other end even higher if we have to, but that's fine. It looks pretty level, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Chris, did a good job, man. It's looking good.
It's all you, Joe.
All right, Jack's leaving. Say goodbye, Jack.
Bye, Joe. Bye, Chris. Good luck with this.
Thank you. Thank you.
I can't wait till we make more bows.
Yeah. Okay, now look what we did. Look at the end. See how nice the end is? We had it angled down for the end, right? Chris, what do you think, man?
It's got some color now.
Yeah, so we're just going to heat the other end and we're done.
All right, this is the last end that we had to do. We got some nice color on that end already. It looks like it's pretty much done, I guess. We're going to pick it up right now. I'll put it up on the top now and see what it looks like.
Well, check this out. What do you think, Chris?
It looks pretty good.
Looks
I like it.
really good. Beautiful.
I like it.
Great job, man. All right, we're just going to put it on the table, take another look at it, but good job.
All right, see, it looks pretty uniform color. Really nice. Came out really nice. Got a really nice color. The whole length of the bow. Joe's going to put it in the house tonight, let it rehydrate overnight. And then tomorrow we're going to be tillering and hopefully shooting.
Yeah. Tillering, shaping, and shooting. Can't wait.
Very good.
Good job, Chris. Good job.
So we just took the clamps off. We did the main body of the bow, heated it up for about 2 hours, and then we stood it up so that we got to each tip for about half hour each to get some, to cook it as well as the middle. And when we took the clamps off, there a little bit of back,
a little spring back,
a little bit, but it's still got a lot of back.
Tremendous back set. Look at that.
It's great, great. So, like I said, Joe's gonna put it in the house tonight, let it rehydrate for overnight, and then tomorrow we're gonna tiller and we're gonna be shooting it tomorrow.
Yeah, man, it's all good, all good.
Shape the handle and we're good.
Great job, Chris. Awesome.
Thank you, Joe. Good job.
This is day 2 here with Chris. We're gonna tiller his bow, but he wanted to show you. He went home and he was playing with. Tell him what you did.
This is just some natural dyes that I was playing with. This is walnut stain that I made last year. I found walnuts laying on the ground under a walnut tree, and I just crushed them up, put them in a mason jar with some alcohol, and it made really nice stain. This is nothing but a blueberry.
That's crazy.
So I took out of the freezer and squashed it on the limb, and that's the nice color I got out of it. So just playing around a little bit.
Pretty awesome. I guess there's a lot of natural things, man. That's awesome. The blueberry, a friggin' blueberry from the freezer.
Now, when I first found the walnuts, if you take the fresh walnut and you just crush the husk up and you rub it on, it actually comes out like a green.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow.
This was a totally different color than it was when I first made it.
So once you crushed it up and put it in alcohol, how long did you...
Oh, immediately. Well, I made that last September.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's almost a year old downstairs, but the color has changed a lot. Oh. When I first made it, it was more of like a green.
Oh, very cool. Awesome.
So, Okay. Before we floor tilled this yesterday or 2 days ago, before we fire hardened it, and after the fire hardening, it got a little heavier. So right now we're doing some weight reduction to get it to the point where it's floor tilled and bending halfway decent before we put string knocks in it and actually start tillering it. You can see the difference between, this is what the sandings look like before we fire hardened it. It's almost snow white. And this is what it looks like after it's been cooked, fire hardened. So definitely toasted. Now we're gonna cut some string grooves in here, so we can get a string on it and put it on a jig and start seeing what the tiller looks like. Okay, at this point we just got the string knocks in. We've measured down 1 inch from the tip, 1 inch down, marked on the back of the bow, and then marked at a 45-degree angle using a speed square. Then we cut them in, starting with the tile saw, and then opened up the grooves better with a little rat tail file, followed up with a chainsaw file to polish the grooves up a bit, then a little fine sandpaper. And then we took and laid the string into the grooves and looked at it from different angles, make sure that it was laying properly from side to side, and looks pretty good.
Yep, and that's an important part of laying the string, to see if it's level. Sometimes you have to go down one side, front and back, the back and the belly, all right? And look, good job. So now we're going to try and start the tillering process.
Okay. All right. Now we're going to start micro tillering. We measured in 30 inches from the tip of the limb to the beginning of the fade out on both sides. We're not sure yet which is going to be the top limb or the bottom limb. We'll determine that later on. So what we're doing is we're holding the end of the straight edge on the mark on the fade out and looking at our gap, looking at the arc. And what we want to do is get a mirror image from one side to the other. And I don't know if you can see on the camera, but we need to remove some material in here to get this part of this limb to bend the same as that limb is bending.
Okay, that looks good, right? Check the other side. Okay, we're starting to get a gap, you see?
Still gotta go.
Still gotta go, but we're starting to get that gap, so it's working out. We're gonna exercise it nice and good. We took off, what did you take off? Like 10 strokes, right?
10.
Because we got a ways to go down. And we don't want to go past 55 because that's your goal weight. So let's go down a little bit more. Go to 15 now. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's
15,
57. Okay. And let's just check it. Should be the same. Looks good, right?
Yeah.
Nothing really much has changed. We took off 10 strokes. And that's that micro tillering really helps at the beginning. How does that look?
Go back to the other side again.
How's that?
All right. Yeah, it looks the same.
Looks the same.
Yeah.
And that's that micro tillering that we do early, and it really
Start
helps.
you off on the right foot, right?
Get you on the right track.
All right, we're at the point now where we marked midway point, which is 15 inches between here and here. 15 inches. We measured down from here to the string. It was 8 inches. This side over here was off by ½ an inch. So we just removed a little material right here to get it to bend. Now they're exactly the same. They're both bending 8 inches from here to here.
And with a long string, we're only down 16 inches. So we're not stressing anything, but we're getting to the point where we're going to put it on the pulley jig, exercise it, take some weight off. We're almost at the point where we're going to put a string on. Looking good, right?
Yeah, doing good.
We got that long string, short as we can get it. Won't be long before we get a regular string on it. Gonna exercise it.
Definitely feels like it's lightening up.
Yeah, it's getting there. What do we got? Go slow until we get the weight. Go down. What are we at now?
55.
55 at 16 plus, right? It's a little more than 16.
Go down to 60. Want to go down one more?
Just go down one more. What do we got?
57.
Okay. All right.
7 at 17.
Okay. When we get down to like 19, we'll try and put a string on it for brace height. Okay, we have a 6-inch brace height, and we've been exercising it and going back and forth and getting the limbs to bend. And at his draw length, what do we got? 54 pounds, right?
Right now it's 55 at 27.
55 at 27. Okay, there we go. 55 at 27. And when we cut that...
bending nice.
Yeah, when we cut that handle, the riser is going to be cut in. So at 27, it'll actually be 28.
All right, so after hours and many, many trips back and forth from here to the sander, we got it to the point where we got the center point measurement here for both sides is exactly the same, 5 inches. It's got a beautiful arc, both bending the same on both sides. We're going to measure it, and I'm going to zero this out. We're going to measure this, pull it back to my draw length, which is actually 28 inches, but we're only pulling it back to 27 inches because when we shape the riser, my hand is going to go up into the riser in about 1 inch.
Right, exactly.
So that'll actually give us 28-inch draw.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see what we have here. All right, that's 27 inches.
Okay, and
53 and a half pounds.
53 and a half pounds,
53
okay.
and a half pounds at 27 inches.
Okay, and just so you know, we did have the 55 that he wanted to, and we decided to...
That wasn't a screw up. We decided that was too heavy.
Just a little too heavy.
This may be too heavy.
Yeah, so there we go. So now take that off and draw it back. We'll see you just draw it back now. And we'll look at that little curve that you got there. Okay, this way you can see him draw it back and see the arc.
Okay.
Gonna touch his anchor. It's looking good. It's bending really nice. It's looking good. How's the weight? You think you got it, or you want to lighten it?
I think we're going to stick with that for right now.
Okay,
we could always go lighter.
Good. We'll shape it, cut a shelf in.
Glove on.
Yeah.
You know.
We'll shape it and cut a shelf, and we're going to shoot it.
That's looking pretty good too.
Yeah, awesome. Good job, Chris.
Good job, John. Okay, so it's been a long day, but we're to the point now where we're ready to start shooting this bow. It's we got it down to it's 53 pounds at my draw length of 28 inches.
Moving my shadow out of the way.
We roughly shaped the handle, the riser. I'm gonna, fine tune it when I want to get home with hand tools and stuff like that in the vise.
Show them the radius shelf. Crowned
radius,
window.
Radius shelf, radius sight window.
We got about a 6-inch brace, 6.5-inch brace height, right?
Yes. Yes.
Roughly.
Roughly, yeah. We didn't measure it after we cut the handle in. Yeah. Yeah.
So, all right, let's see you take your first shots. Go ahead. First shots. Tell me what you're aiming for.
I'm shooting at this close deer.
Okay.
I'll shoot the deer in front of the bag probably.
Okay. It's always the first time you pull back, you worry about a break-in, sort of, right? Yeah. Touch your anchor, hold it. There you go, right there. Look at that. That first shot is always kind of unnerving. Look at that. They're down there, they're touching arrows, man. They're touching arrows down.
Not bad.
Right? You're liking it? It's quiet, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
Got to get an arm guard.
Yeah? Oh, you hit?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, maybe we're going to adjust the brace height to it down the road.
Yeah, make it a little bigger, yeah. All right.
Okay.
So what do you think?
I love it so far.
Okay, good.
Love it.
Congratulations. You made a nice bow. Okay, watch our other videos on Bare Bow Joe. We have some more people that want to make bows, and you'll be seeing them make first-time bows.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Did you hit your arm? We increased the brace height a little bit.
Less so.
Less? Okay.
Not as bad.
Got to wear arm guard until we figure it out. Not bad, man. Not bad. How you liking it?
I like it.
Beautiful. Good shooting, man. It's a lot of fun, right?
Yeah.
That was a tree, a log from his property upstate, right?
Yeah.
And now he's got a bow and he's shooting it. Tell him what you're going to do with the tips. You're going to put overlays on it?
I'm going to put deer antler overlays on the tips.
Okay, it's going to look nice.
And then shape them.
All right.
Yep.
Good job, Chris. Glad you like it.